and I have a very big announcement. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I thought of doing a get ready with me sort of a thing along with my year in review. So I'm gonna get ready for New Year and just talk to you like a heart-to-heart conversation sort of a thing. So if you like the video, don't forget to smash a big thumbs up, and other than that, let's get started. So I think this year most of the people will say that it was very unfortunate because we weren't able to do a lot of things that we were supposed to do or we wanted to do. To a point it's true for me as well, but I think I've done so much more in this year, and I think this year has given me a lot of time to reflect, which I am very proud and thankful for. I think I sort of needed this year to think about myself and what I wanted. So if I talk about the starting of the year, I was really happy because I got my work visa. So there was one big tension of my life solved, because now I don't have to, obviously because I was on student visa, and then I was interning with my company, and then finally I got the work visa, which was really good because that's what I wanted. That's the life I chose for myself. I wanted to be abroad, which doesn't mean that I just wanted to go there for studies and come back. I wanted to stay there, and yeah, this work visa gave me a chance to stay there. So that was the beginning of the year when I got the visa. Then obviously this COVID thing happened and everyone was in a shock because we couldn't step out. I had so many plans of traveling this year and doing a lot of other things that I wanted to do, but obviously the need of the hour was to stay inside, and everybody did stay indoors. Obviously I'm very grateful that I had a job during this period, and time passed because I was alone, and staying alone and far away from your parents or your family or your country is very difficult if you don't even have a job, if you don't have anything to do. If you're a student, fine, because you have things to study, you have things to plan, a lot of things. If you have a job, fine, because you're busy working. But if you don't have anything, it's a bit challenging, I feel. But I was lucky enough, I was not put into that situation. I had my job throughout COVID. I had projects throughout COVID, so that was a great thing. I think that's the time I really reflected on myself, and I really did things that I stopped doing or I just didn't care about much. The first month of lockdown was really bad for me. I didn't leave the bed at all. I worked in bed, I was sitting in the bed all the time, eating in bed, sleeping, watching TV, doing stuff, everything in bed. Because I didn't know what has happened, and I do not have an indoor sort of a personality. I want to go out, I want to be out. That's just who I am. So, and it was all shut all of a sudden, so I didn't know what to do. I couldn't leave the bed at all. I would say, miserable to a point. But then I let that pass, I let that sink in, and then I was like, this cannot be my life. I got up one day with a lot of motivation to just go and start running. I used to run back in the days, but then I had stopped for a very long time, and then I just went ahead and ran. I started running. Eventually I started exercising, working out in the house. I am not someone who can go to the gym. Gym is not for me at all. That I've realized over the years. I don't like the feeling of going to the gym at all. So I didn't do that this time. I started working out at home. Just started searching for workouts on YouTube. Started working out. Then eventually I started doing yoga as well. I think that's one thing that brought me closer to my physical goals, because I was gaining a lot of weight and I was becoming really conscious and I was not enjoying it at all. So this is one thing that actually made me feel a bit more better, and running actually improved my health in a lot of ways. So I'm still running. Also, I'm very grateful for meeting a few people in my life. There are few friends who've taught me a lot, who have done really a lot for me. I was at one stage at a very difficult and weird position, and then there were my friends who knew about it and they really uplifted me. So I'm really thankful to have friends like that. So another habit that I'm really proud of, that I've started only in lockdown, is meditation. I started meditating only in the lockdown, and I don't think it's ever ending. I've always heard my father say, whenever I told him that I'm feeling anxious and I'm not feeling good, or I'm feeling a bit low, he always said meditate. I was like, what? I'm not 50. That's the thought I had about meditation. And then these feelings repeated. I was feeling very anxious at a point when lockdown started. There was no particular reason for it, and I think the only reason for it was lockdown, because I didn't know what to do. And then I started meditating. I do guided meditation, of course, which means I do it using an app where they direct you how to do it. So I use Headspace, and it's a wonderful app, honestly. And I am so proud that I've started doing it. It has given me perspective about a lot of things. Not only has it made me calmer and more relaxed as a person, but also has given me a different angle to look at myself and to reflect on what I do in a day, and to reflect what I want from my life in the next month, in the next week, or next 6 months, or 1 year, or 5 years. I literally know, professionally at least, where I want to go in next 5 years. As of now, I really know that, which is great, because I'm someone who's very clueless about things, and I am someone who lives life as it comes. But meditation has honestly helped me in a way, because now I'm not saying that I can be prepared for anything. Yes, in a way, because I've become really calm as a person, and also I've stopped living life as it comes completely. I've started to understand the concept of calculated risk about my future, about things I do. Yeah, that is one very good thing. I'm not doing something like a nighttime New Year Eve look, because I'm not doing anything for New Year's Eve. Not that I don't have the option of doing it, but just that I've lost interest of doing it. I'd rather sit with my cousins, play board games, or spend time with my family. I really want to spend a lot of time with my grandparents as well, because they wait for me to come and they literally long for me to sit with them. So I just want to spend time here with them. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Also, I think I'm past that point where I want to go out and party. I just want to chill at home, even if I want to do it. I went to my cousin's place the other day, and we literally sat on the terrace, and we just, whatever we did is a different business, but we were just chilling on the terrace, because that's just who I've become now. Another thing, and I think it's not the best thing of the year. If I have to review things in order, I think this is the second best thing. It has to be YouTube. Obviously, I haven't achieved anything big yet, but the fact that I've started is me getting closer to what I wanted, and I actually started my journey this year, because obviously I wanted to do it for 6 years now, 5 years I think now. It was an on and off thing. If I was this determined 5 years ago, I would have done it, obviously. But the fact that it took me so much time, I'm only grateful for 2020, because otherwise it would have been another off and on thing. I wouldn't have done it yet. I still would have been in that rut that okay, I will do it, blah blah blah, and I wouldn't have done it anytime. But the fact that 2020 happened the way it happened, it really gave me time to think that what worse can happen. So let me just go for it, and I did it, and I'm so happy. I don't care where I am right now. I want to grow. Do I want to grow? Do I care about that? Yes, of course I want to grow. I care about that. But I'm just happy that I started it instead of sitting and thinking that I've wasted my time so much already. Because I always thought, because the thought came to me a lot of times, but I never paid attention to it is the right thing. I can't say that I've been thinking for 5 years, but the thing that I had this thought of starting it, but I did not respect and pay attention to it, was the exact reason why I didn't start. And this time I had time and I actually started it, which made me so happy, and because of which I'm really proud that I actually did it. And I'm really grateful for my friends, my family who actually helped me do it. So that's another thing that I'm grateful for. I'm also grateful for leaving a lot of baggage behind that I was carrying with me, which was necessary. Otherwise, it's only gonna hamper my growth, which I realized sooner than later, and I think everyone should, because that's what's important. And I have lost I don't know, I used to chase things and people a lot, which I've learned not to. Now I don't at all, which I'm very proud of. Another thing that I'm really happy about and most grateful about, and the thing which tops the list, is that I got a chance to come back to India during this pandemic and see my family after almost 9-10 months. I have a lot of plans. I do a resolution list every year. I'm going to do it this year as well. I have a lot of plans and I hope everything is better and my family can come and visit me mid of the year, but still hoping for the best. So if I have to conclude my year, I would say all in all, I'm really grateful for the three most important things that I have: health, wealth and love. And there's, I think, nothing more I'd ask for. Obviously you can have a lot of wealth and you can still never be satisfied and you can work for more, and that's the same for love and health as well. You can improve everything, but I'm really at a happy place right now. I was very grateful to read a lot of books that I read this year, which also have helped me change my perspective about things. My target is to read around 50 books in 2021. It's supposed to be 100 books. I was discussing with my sister, but I know it's not possible physically for me right now at the state I am to read 100 books, but 50 books, which means near to 4-5 books a month. And I really hope the year gets better. I really hope 2021 gets better than 2020 and we achieve more than what we've missed in 2020 in whatever terms, be it mentally, be it financially, professionally, whatever, spiritually, we all come to a better place, and the world in general as well. There's a lot of chaos, I feel there is in the world, and I hope everything gets better, slightly better, one step at a time, obviously. And personally, we feel more content where we are and we achieve what we want to achieve. I think that's my number one resolution or wish, if you will, for 2021. I have a lot of dreams. I have a lot of, I think all of you must have, I'm sure, planned for 2021. But let's see how the year goes. I have also learned alongside to give myself some break because I am bad at it. I like working. I like being busy. That's one thing I really love. I love to stay busy. And I have learned that we need to. Yeah, so what I was saying is that I've learned to take breaks. Although the plans and dreams I have for 2021 require a lot of time, but I'm sure I'll still take some breaks in some form or the other, or I'll acknowledge my health first. But all in all, I think I am not as sad of the year as other people are. I'm really happy because it gave a lot of time for me to reflect on myself, that I've said earlier as well, and develop a few other different habits which I'm really, really proud of, which are obviously going to be very helpful in a long run. Yeah, so I have a very big announcement, which is that I am going to post 2 videos weekly instead of one now, or at least I'll try to. It's gonna be, one is gonna be Saturday, one is gonna be Wednesday. That's what I've thought so far. Obviously days could differ, but yeah, that's another thing that I've thought of and I really want to implement. I know I can do it, but let's see. It's the first few months are going to be trial, and then I'll be able to judge if I can do it for a long time or not. But yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you had a lovely year. I hope you are gonna have I hope you will have an amazing year coming forward, and you'll achieve everything that you want or that you ever wanted. If you like the video, don't forget to smash a big thumbs up and comment down below telling me your favorite moment of this year. If you'd like to stick around, don't forget to subscribe to my channel below and press the bell icon to be notified every time I post a new video, which is obviously increasing now, as of now I should say. And I shall see you very, very soon. Bye bye.